you did Kanye's concert.
Yeah, we did Kanye concert, man. SoFi Stadium. The
Wow.
biggest hip hop concert.
Yes, 70,000 tickets sold, back-to-back sold out shows.
That boy, yeah, man, he like that.
And the graphics of it, the production, him on top of the world, bro.
That was all him. That what he wanted.
Yes.
And we just
Y'all made
did
it come together.
whatever our part was to make sure it came together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, he one of them ones, bro. The equation was the marketing, right, the structure, and then finding another artist with a crazy fan base, dog,
Right.
that just love you. You know what I'm saying? Because when we looked at my touring business, and I didn't want to go into it ignorant, or I didn't want to go into it like thinking about myself. So I looked at it like, okay, we do Rod Wave tour business, but what are the components to that, right? So we got the structure, which is the business that handle all the business behind it, make sure that it go on, right? And we got the marketing, but sometimes the artists, and then we got the influence, right? And you got the artist or the talent, the influence that has a diehard fan base, bro, that just love you to death, you know, that forgive you, and then you can't do no wrong. So that was just the equation we was looking for when we wanted to test out our theory and test out and try it, because we had a blueprint, but we needed to try it and test it out. So Kanye was he was the perfect match for the blueprint that we had, you know what I'm saying, the plan that we had.
Was he the first big major superstar that allowed you to handle what you did?
He was the first one, man. A lot of guys, right? A lot of guys that I was working with and deals I was closing that I just hadn't closed yet. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he was the first one to really pull the trigger. Like, I let him go, let him do it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for that, because that's part of history. You know what I'm saying?
Because it seems like Yale give people an opportunity.
Yeah, it was him and his team around him too, for sure. A lot of them boys around him, man, they looked out, man. They once I sat with them and I, you know, because I feel like rappers these days, bro, we have such a bad stigma, you know what I'm saying? So, and I always been to myself, so nobody really know my, you know what I'm saying? They see what they see on the internet, like the image of me or whatever. Yeah. So they just assuming. So when I actually sat down with his team and him and the people around him, and they felt me out, I'm like, it's a good dude, and of course I pitched, you know, like a.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Like, what was the pitch?
Yeah, I wasn't acting like a rapper, like I was just.
You a businessman now. You got to get out the rapper's hat.
I pulled up. I flew to Mexico. Me and my team, and I pitched it. I pitched it for 2-3 days, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
So what was it? He like, how long you been doing it?
That what he asked? You asked me that what he asked me?
Yeah,
it was something like that. It not only how long he been doing it, but once they understood that I've been doing my own thing, so all the stuff you seen about Rod Wave, that's what me and my team, that was all me. So once they saw the mechanics of that's my fault. Once they saw the mechanics of my business, and they were like, oh, you was woo. Oh, yeah. And I told them how I was trying, so I had to give them the plan, the whole 360 of it, like, this is what we plan to do, this is how we gonna do it, this is how we gonna market it, this is how we gonna boom, boom, boom. So I showed them the insides of my business, and then I showed them what the plan was, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, they made a business decision, bro. They felt like I could do it. They felt like me and my team could pull it off. And we showed them we could, you know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, Rob, how did you have the confidence? Because there are some of his overseas shows that were canceled because some of his previous remarks. How were you so confident that you could pull up a show off in the U.S.?
I just knew he had that fan base, dog. And I feel like, bro, people make mistakes, man.
Yes.
People make mistakes, people say things. And I was paying real close attention to the business, right? Because I saw like his response to a lot of things and how he was making apologies and meeting up with people to try to, you know what I'm saying, for forgiveness for what he did or what he said. And to be honest, man, I'm just one of them people, dog. I know people make mistakes. People do things sometimes that they don't say things they don't mean, or they do things they didn't mean. So I didn't really, you know what I'm saying? I come from that. So it wasn't like, you know, some people grow up different, you know. I grew up with people who made mistakes. I know people who lost their life at 17, got 30 years, you know what I'm saying, for a 2-minute decision. So I didn't really, it didn't scare me away, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It didn't scare me at all.
What do you think is the biggest hurdle in putting this tour together? What was the biggest hurdle you had to overcome?
For my tour?
Yeah, no, for Kanye.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for that concert, the biggest hurdle, I don't know, man. Probably was just the production, really.
Right.
'Cause, you know what I'm saying? Bro had a crazy production.
He always crazy.
That's what really scared me,
His
for real.
production is always over the top.
Yeah, but
he gonna be flying through there. He an astronaut. He standing on the top of the world. He walking on water.
Yeah. He got a vision though, man. And you gotta respect.
You gotta respect it.
You gotta respect that, man. So that was always, you know what I'm saying, that's what I was the most nervous about, because I knew that was something I had to respect, because I'm an artist.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I done been in that seat. So whatever my vision is, man, that's y'all job to make sure. But he got his own team too that makes sure. So I was nervous in the beginning, but once I realized that he had his own team and they was gonna make sure he was good regardless, then I kind of was like, okay, well, this shit easy, open and close.
You guys got some similarities. Both of you almost lost your life in a tragic car accident.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Did you guys bond over that? Did you talk? Did he share his story? Did you share your story? That's something that never came up.
Nah, man. I just came in, handled the business, and really got up out of that. The kid in me wanted to, you know, talk with him about music, and I actually asked him something about beats and stuff, and I'm like, man, I want some beats from you. And I was like, but not my kind of beats, like whatever you think would be cool for me. Like, I want some beats from you. And he was like, yeah, oh, okay, yeah.
Right.
But I didn't really
get that involved. It was a business.
And I respected that. You know, I came in, handled the business, and I got up out of that. I just wanted to be professional as possible, so I didn't even steer away from why I came out there, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your favorite Doug here, and thank you, Ro, for sponsoring this video. Now, you know what I've always believed? The biggest moments don't make you. They reveal whether you're prepared or not. Nobody waits until kickoff to start stretching. The work is already done. The preparation has already happened. Long before the lights came on, it's no different than getting ready for the bedroom. And that's why you don't want to get caught in your own head. And when it's time to perform, you want to be present. Enjoy the moment with the confidence that comes with knowing you're ready. That's why I like Rose Sparks. They get you erect in 15 minutes on average, and they dissolve under your tongue and last up to 36 hours. So when that moment strikes again and again, you're ready to perform again and again. Every time. That's a dub, baby. So if you want to get erect fast, be ready for sex up to 36 hours. See if prescription Rose Sparks are right for you. Ro connects you with a medical provider 100% online, and if approved, treatment ships directly to your door. If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off their first order of Rose Sparks on a recurring plan. Connect with a provider at ro.co/Shay Shay to find out if prescription Rose Sparks are right for you. That's ro.co/Shay Shay for $15 off your first order. Sparks is a compounded drug product. Compounded drugs are permitted to be prescribed under federal law, but are not FDA approved and do not undergo FDA safety, effectiveness, or manufacturing reviews. For full safety info, go to ro.co/safety info. Your experience with the car, what did you learn from that experience?
That any second, like any second your life could change, man. You know what I'm saying? At any second, dog. I was supposed to be, my kids was NICU babies, so they were born early and they was in the hospital. But at the same time when they were born, Rod Wave was born. So it was like, it was a lot going on in my life, and I was just spending so much time on the Rod Wave stuff, just enjoying it, riding around with my homeboy, living fast, living. And in an instance, it was just like, damn. And when I got into the accident, I went to the hospital, and I just was like, damn, I still ended up at the hospital, you know what I'm saying? And my babies, and this is where I'm supposed to be anyway.
Wow.
So I was just like, man, you know what you
was in the same hospital that your kids were in.
You feel me? So it was just like, no, not the same hospital, but it just like, I ended up in a hospital. So I was just like, you know deep down what you're supposed to be doing, like you know the right thing. Sometimes we try to ignore it and act like you'll find excuses for ourselves, but you know what you're supposed to be doing, dog.
Yeah.
And sometimes, every time I ignored that, you know what I'm saying, I got put back on track the hard way, so.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party, because you know we like to do something before two something.